Every day is different. Every single day we are getting a new life, new experience, new weather, new dream, new thinking. We cannot measure every single day with the same expectations, same way how we actually think. I mean, majority of us we think that we should go through a smooth life. There will be no ups and downs or any kind of life hassle. Correct? I found a different life since my childhood, as much as I can remember that. From the childhood, I was a kind of overthinking personality. Uh, my childhood was one of a biggest trauma in my life. Why I'm mentioning like that? I found a lot of limitations on myself. You can say I was unhappy on many things, on myself, on my career. I mean, study life, on my family also maybe, but I can't remember exactly what was the story or what was the scenario. I mean, what I'm trying to mean is, on my family, my dad was always kind-hearted personality for us. He was always like we never understood when we grown up. I mean, his internal his internal caring mentality and loving attitude, it's a different way as like typical other fathers. I mean, most of the fathers, they can't express how they love their kids. My father was also one of them, a strong mentality, hard mindful person. I never saw him in tears. I mean, before 2020, I guess. Anyways, I was unhappy with my face. It was black. I was unhappy with my face shape. I had few issues like I exactly forgot the disease name which is happening in our nails corner like foot on my leg like thumb. I'm sorry for some wrong words and mistakes of actual words, for making mistake of actual words. Anyways, also I had some, you can say, kind of holes on my neck, below my neck. Maybe I can show in a video or in a photo. Anyways, so I was unhappy for these things. I had complaints on my study life. Actually, since fifth standard, I was a average student. No, from fifth standard, actually, my study life got better. I mean, class fourth standard, my roll number was 57 among 100 of students. On class 5, I got 9 within maybe around 60 or 70 students. Then continuously my study life got better. I mean, sixth standard also my roll number was 9. 7 on class 7 my roll number was 3. Class 8 my roll number was 5. Again I got started going behind, like at my 9th standard it was maybe 5, and 10th standard it was 10, something like that. I took physics. My parents, especially my mom, had a lot of hope and dream that I'll be champion in physics. I mean, she identified that I am a very you can say intelligent student, intelligent kid of her. My elder sister, she also took science. She also studied from science and got a good result. She passed in one chance. But I made them hopeless. I failed in my 10th standard. I was not that much bad student. I was kind of you can say careless. But how it happened, how it started, and how I got this kind of mentality behavior, I can't imagine. Like I can't remember. Like whenever I am watching a book, I'm feeling like whenever I'm studying, my Bengali was much better. I mean, whatever I'm reading, I had enough proficiency in reading things in Bangla. I mean, I can read fluently. I can understand what are they trying to say. Majority of our Bengali like paragraphs, summaries, lot of things I was writing by myself, like my own creativity. Though most of them was not up to the mark. I mean, what are the summary needs? I was not going up to the mark with the result. I mean, in the question mark. Anyway, somehow I was passing exams. In English also, I started making my own way. I was writing paragraphs in my way. There was a lot of grammatical mistake, sentence mistake, also spelling mistake. One of my private tutor, he scolded me a lot. I mean, badly, in a bad way. He said, "You have to copy the book. Why you are copying the? Why you are writing in your way? Then why people created these books to read?" On the other hand, one of my favorite English teacher, he was a very good teacher, legendary teacher, but nowadays I don't know how is he going through. Many days I'm not, I'm not getting their news. Anyways, his name was Mr. Respected Mustaq Sir. So 2 or 3 days, I wrote two paragraph. One I can remember on our country, another on our village life something. Somehow he liked my way of writing, but he also instructed me. He also advised that I have to improve my parts of speech, tense, phrase and idioms. I mean, overall things I have to improve. I have to go through the way I am trying to write. I mean, from my heart, from my mind, that was okay. But he also advised me I have to. But to be very honest, all the parts of speech, phrase and idioms, narration, blah blah blah, many, all the whole grammatical thing was like, oh my goodness, everything was going out of my mind, out of my brain. Still, somehow I managed. On that time, I was watching sports. I mean, cricket. I was a big fan of cricket matches, so I was listening commentaries, how commentators are explaining the match situation. So I was listening them regularly. Whenever I am watching a match, I was trying to copy them. Somehow I got very bad results in English from my secondary and higher secondary both places. So before secondary final exam, we got a test. We are attending in a test exam, and that was like horrible for me. I got failed in two subjects, math and chemistry. I was so surprised. I got completely surprised at how I can fail in two subjects. So my teachers actually got referred me that I can pass the final exam. So they allowed me for final entrance exam. Final exam also I did well. Coincidentally, math and chemistry I passed, but I failed in physics. And the way I attended math and chemistry, I can remember both of the exam was just hell. In math, I was doing beginning parts and the end results. I mean answers. I was collaborating. I mean, in the middle maybe I'm not writing something, or maybe some maths from the beginning I'm not doing anything. At the end I'm just matching the results. So somehow I did a lot of mistakes I can remember, but still I got good results on those. But failing in physics was a terrible shock in my life. The much I got hurt for the failure of exam, I got more depressed for my dad. I mean his reaction, also my sister's husband, I mean my brother-in-law, his reaction also. Overall, my scenario was everybody had a lot and huge hope that I can clear the exam in one chance. I got traumatized. I attempted suicide for 2 times. How unlucky and how how kind of dumbus I can be. If I'm saying an example, like I tried to hang on with a tree. In first attempt, the branch of tree got broke, so I fall down. I got really bad pain in my hand and knees. Second attempt, I was trying to tie the rope but I was unable to tie. Like, I have never seen how somebody ties a rope for hanging and dying. So after several attempts, I just gave up. I gave up and I came back to my room. Before COVID, I experienced what is lockdown. Why and how? I was, you know, I kept myself in our room, in our veranda. I mean, last room. My whole day routine was like wake up, eat, washroom, sleeping, crying. I mean, 70% of the day was crying. I was unable to make me understand that how I can fail in physics. The day result is supposed to published. That day was also I was playing. I was playing with my, I mean, playground. In the playground, I was playing smoothly. I was confident that at least uh, if I'm, I mean, getting results also, it will be very smooth. I mean, if I'm not ranking in higher positions, but still I will pass. I had that confidence. Anyways, my friend, two of my friends, they came to visit me and they're saying, "Hey, it's a result and still you are playing. You do not have any tension." I was like, "Hey, don't worry. I will pass it at any cost. It's nothing to be worried." And result got out. I I got prepared and I was running for school. I can remember I wore a new pant, a new pair of sandal. I entered in the school. Everybody was so happy. Some of them, whoever failed, were upset and they are trying to cry. Some teachers are giving them some, inspiring and motivating that, hi, hey, no issues, next time you can do better. I went in front of the scoreboard, my secondary examination scoreboard. I found my roll number in the failure list. I never experienced any stroke. I mean, heart stroke. I never experienced that. But that day I felt like for a moment my heart got stopped. I was trying to believe that no, I didn't fail. I was unable to understand and believe that I failed. So I was upset. Some of them are looking at me. I am leaving in a silence. I'm feeling like whole school, everybody is looking at me. Hey, you failed. I was thinking that the whole school is looking at me and saying, hey, you failed. I came to my home. That day I can remember it was Monday, I guess. Monday or Thursday. My dad was in his market, like he was doing business there, a footpath. So somehow he got to know that I failed. Now at this moment, I can imagine, and also you can say it's his face is in front of my face right now. I can imagine how he was feeling. I can imagine his face before exam, how many nights I slept with him. He was advising me, my dear son, this is your last year of entrance, I mean 10th standard. So try to complete it in one chance. If you're passing in one chance, this is the only pride and honorable thing. Everyone will respect you, everyone will tell that you are a good student. How many things you have done in past, forget everything and remove everything. Just focus and try hard for these few months, for this specific year. You have to improve, you have to work. So he had a lot of hopes. He had a lot, actually he dreamed a lot about my graduation. Like he had a dream that I will complete graduation, I will do a good job, I failed. I make him disappointed. I don't care about the whole family, I mean whole world. I don't care about other people, my batchmate, my neighbor, my family, other people, but that day his reaction was, anyways, midnight he came, not midnight, I mean 10 o'clock or maybe 9 p.m. he came home, at home, in one of our middle room. Like, from that room I was hiding myself, to be very honest. I was crying and silently crying and watching TV. No, I can't say I was watching TV. The whole time I was just thinking what happened with me. I was little bit afraid also what my dad will think. So somehow, in between this imagination and things, I got asleep. Little, like, I was kind of nap type. So I had no blanket on my face and my body, and it was a bit. That time it was, I think, winter, or I don't know. But in my area, in our area, mosquitoes are often, like, they are biting. A lot of mosquito in our weather and environment. So I was trying to sleep, and some of mosquitoes on my face. My dad came in home. He slapped me very hardly, but the slap was full of upset. It was not aggression. It was not from aggression. It was not from hate. It was not from his internal sadness. I mean, it was only from his disappointment. Like, he had a hope on me. He had a dream on me. So yeah, that day again I started crying. I ate somehow.